today we're looking at, once again, this KitchenAid mixer. A little dust on it. Sorry about that. It is plugged in, and as you can see, it is not working. And yes, this is the same one that I screwed up. And when I tried to use a grinder with it, whole other video on that. You can go back and watch it if you want to. I don't recommend using a grinder in this little port here. Some people have told me there should be an O-ring in here. There's all kinds of, you'll see all the comments on there. I just don't believe that any, at least with this one and my experience, you can have a hard time keeping moisture out of the head of this thing. But I got it all cleaned out, you know, from that other video, and it was working, and now it's not. And so I'm going to take it apart. Let's unplug it first. We are off. So we're going to take this apart and see if we can figure out what happened. I suspect that either I didn't get it cleaned out good, or perhaps the stuff I was using to clean it with, I don't know, somehow I have messed this up. So let's see if we can get it open. I've got, what, 4 screws I think here. So you can see, you take this trim ring off, and then there's these 4 screws here that hold it in place. If you have a square bit, that'll work better than a Phillips. But a Phillips you can make do with. And y'all, you know, I am not an expert on anything. Well, maybe a few things, but not when it comes to stuff like this. I am no expert at all. And so, even comments that are critical of me, I really don't mind, because I always assume that other people know more than I do about stuff like this. So therefore, if you see me doing something wrong, or you see something that I overlooked, do not be afraid to point it out. I feel bad that, you know, I blame myself. I feel bad that I am likely the one that screwed this thing up. I don't know. Just looking at first glance inside here, I don't see any corrosion anywhere where I might expect to see some. Let's see if we can get this circuit board out. I really expected when I opened this up that I would find the circuit board had corroded or some other thing. There is one other option. Now watch it be something that simple. I forget what had happened. Something happened to the plug on this when we first got it, and so that's something I've done a lot of, replacing plugs. If you saw my video with the DeWalt drill, you saw me fix that one. So it could be possible that maybe something happened to the plug again. Huh. This really does not look bad to me at all. I don't see any corrosion anywhere. I don't see any burned connections. Even on the back side of this, I mean, everything looks good. I know you can't see it, but that doesn't look bad at all. But if we're not getting power, let's see. And that comes off of this one. Let's take a couple of these loose and see. Well, that connection looks good, and that connector looks good. It does make you wonder about that power cord. I mean, this looks clean, plenty of, I mean, you know, grease there where it ought to be. Okay, let's put this back in. Let's put the screw back in that I didn't need to take out. Of course, I'd drop it. My kind of luck. Yeah, hang on a second. Did it come out? No. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me put this back in, and then we'll get that screw. And I may go get my multimeter and check a few of the connections. Okay, come on now. There it goes. There we go. And it helps you have the right screw, and it is this one. Of course, the screw that I shouldn't have taken out should be the harder one to get back in, right? That's how it goes for me, anyway. There we go. Down out of the way. And I'm looking at, I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's try taking all this off. This is so much different from the older KitchenAid mixers, which had a lot more in the way of gears and all that kind of stuff. The one we had before this one didn't have all the electronic stuff you see there. I'll put new tape on this. I'll put it back together. And I did use plenty of tape. All right, come on, come on, almost there. There we go. Just take this little screw out. Well, those connections seem to be good connections. It's not on this end. Yep, and I shrink. Yep, I put a sleeve of shrink wrap on that. I don't know. You got me. Put this screw back in here. Call that good for right now. Okay, to get this out. This goes to there. Okay, so I'm going to bet that, okay, black, which has an L in it. Come on now. It's on the left. Okay, let's take this back out. Okay, so these two ought to be the power in. Black, looking down from the top, is on the left, and white on the right. The white rhymes. Now maybe something wrong with this board. I bet I can order one of these boards. What do you think? There's a part number. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take these two, and this ought to be our hot and our neutral. And we are going to test and see what we're getting. So I'll be right back. Let me grab my my multimeter and we'll give it a shot. Let's just turn this around. This is what we're testing. Let's plug this in. Make sure our switch is in the off position, which over there, yes, that is off. Let me think. Let's just put this back like this. I don't want, well, there should be no power there, right? So it shouldn't matter. The power should be coming to this. Okay, plug it back in. And now, try not to shock ourselves. We've got 120 to there. Okay, let's unplug it for a second. We know the outlet's good. We know we have power to here. So this is plugged back together. We had black on the left, which is now facing you, so it's your left. Or, yeah, the machine's facing you, and white was on the right. Come on. Let's go up through that little spot there. Okay, with those on, I'll set that just like that. Plug this back in. So I should have readings here. There, there. There's that. Okay. If we flip a switch, let's set this down. Are we going to get anything? Of course, I had to break it, didn't I? Wow. And that is just... that is brittle. Fix that in a minute. So we've got nothing going there. So let's nothing. $120. 0.3. 0.3. Nothing. So something on this board is bad. Okay, let's unplug it. Let's unscrew this board real quick. That I don't know. That all looks really good to me. So this board must be bad. Okay. Alright, I am going to, I'll need a new one of these as well. Or I might be able to fix that right there. I mean, this works. Okay. We're going to put this back together. We're going to order a board. So, okay, that's back on there. Let's do this real quick. Let's look up this part number and see what we can find. That's it for today, y'all. I'll do a video on the part when it comes in. I'm not going to bore you with me putting this back together. We'll start from right here next time around. See you soon. Y'all come back.